3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. This is episode number 91 of Allies with the Unbreakable Spirit.
I'm the Executioner, Daniel Travas.
Okay, Dubstep. I'm the Unbreakable Spirit. Before we get into I just want to give a quick shout out to my mom. As of recording, it is her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Eat liberty more than you could ever know. Let's run through the topics.
All right, topic number 1.
We are doing a fantasy booking fight. Randy Orton versus Triple H. No, this is topic number 1.
All right, yeah. Randy Orton, Triple H, more specifically,
the 2009 rivalry.
Yep. Topic number 2.
What is a tribal combat match?
Seriously, you're just gonna say, oh yeah, well, this is the tribal combat match. Well, what is that? And number 3, it's another prediction battle.
The Great American Bash is this Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday, so we're going to predict that and reveal the punishment when we do that.
All right, Bubba.
But let's hop into topic 1.
Hello, all right, let's jump into topic number 1. All right. The fantasy booking battle of how we would do the Triple H versus Randy Orton 2009 rivalry. So, well, don't get me wrong. That rivalry, truth be told, was fucking amazing. These are some things I would do. Okay. I would still have Randy Orton. Here's what I would do. I'd start off. Well, yes, I'm aware that this rivalry is years in the making. What I would do is I'd have the Royal Rumble come down to Triple H versus Legacy. I'd have Triple H eliminate one member of Legacy at a time. I'd have him turn around, get it with an RKO. Randy Orton grabs him and just yeets him over the top rope. Randy Orton, I'd have Randy Orton still win the 2009 Royal Rumble. I would have Randy Orton not make his title reign known, which title he is going after yet. So, I would have him start, calling out the McMahon family for screwing him over. Because he just hates the McMahon family and he feels that he should, get a title opportunity even though, or just because he just doesn't like them. That's it. He just doesn't like them. Now, keep in mind, I'm trying to do this as accurate as I can, but, I'm not going to. So I'd have Triple H, I believe I believe the McMahon Randy Orton rivalry got crazy leading up to No Way Out that year, if I'm mistaken. I don't remember. I think. But I remember that Triple H won an Elimination Chamber that night. That I remember. So immediately after. Oh, no, my bad. Sorry. The McMahon rivalry was going on for a while. So Triple H, Randy Orton kicked Vince in the balls, putted him in the head, and still RKO'd him. He was causing problems for the McMahon family. He fought Shane McMahon, and he started to, after doing that, started getting into a rivalry with Shane. Him and Shane had a bunch of brawls in the episode. It was scheduled to be a No Way Out. It was scheduled to be Shane McMahon versus Randy Orton in a last man standing match. Shane decides to jump off something because, well, it's Shane. Randy Orton.
I'll give you that.
A lot of destruction, lots of tables, lots of carnage. Randy Orton wins by punning Shane McMahon in the head and winning and honestly surviving that match. After that, Triple H was cutting a promo. Randy Orton came out, cut a promo on him, talking about everything that happened in Evolution, how he was just using him to keep the title, how it's just, he always felt like he was being held back by Triple H, that Triple H was just I really trying to forget, he had whatever the reason was. So then he told Triple H in that promo, I will see you. He's like, I don't need to tell you who I'm going after at WrestleMania. You. You son of a bitch. And then later, that night, he, later that night, just to make this personal with Triple H, he found Stephanie, dragged her backstage, tossed her into the ring. The Legacy surrounded her. Triple H came out, fought them, got his ass kicked, like thrown into the steps, maybe hit with Randy Orton went into the ring, grabbed his sledgehammer, hit Triple H with it, tossed him into the ring. Stephanie tried to escape. Cody Rhodes, because he was a part of Legacy, handcuffed Stephanie. Stephanie tried to escape. He pulled her around, hit her with an RKO, and then dragged her, hit her with the Dragon DDT on the apron, and kissed her right in front of Triple H while flicking him off. So, and then in the build-up, Triple H and Randy Orton had Randy Orton broke Triple H. There'd be lots of brawls and stuff. Like, it got so bad that Triple H wouldn't be allowed in the building. Triple H broke in to Randy Orton's house, tried to beat him up. Randy Orton returned the favor and broke into Triple H's house to and beat him up while his daughters were watching. Vince McMahon tried to stop Randy Orton, but Randy Orton was like, hell no, you piece of shit. You old ass man, I am going to do whatever I want. This is war. This is personal. So he RKO's Vince again. Shane comes out. Shane and Triple H come out. They fight him. Vince gets up. He's like, you know what? You're going to fight my son at WrestleMania. Still for the WWE Championship. But this time, it's going to be under no holds bar. Because you're honestly telling me with how personal this rivalry was, that with whatever the stipulation was, that a no holds bar match wouldn't have not fit this better? I would have, I know Triple H won the title in real life, so I'd have it be it'd be hard to follow up the Shawn Michaels match at that year's WrestleMania, but it's a long and brutal match. Triple H loses the WWE Championship. Randy Orton wins. The McMahon family come out to try to get even with him, but no, not gonna include. Batista returns at the Raw after Mania. Vince schedules a WWE Championship match between Batista and Randy Orton. Randy Orton barely escapes with the title and punts Batista in the head. So then at Backlash, which is what I remember in real life was a 6-man tag team match for the WWE title, doesn't really make any sense. So I have it be Triple H versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship inside Hell in the Cell. Which again, I'm honestly surprised that rivalry didn't have a Hell in the Cell match. I would have Triple H win said title back. And then at Backlash, at Great American Bash, my bad, because that's where the rivalry ended, leading up would be a bunch of violence, a bunch of chaos, but the rivalry would end in the 3 stages of hell, with stage 1 being an unsanctioned match, stage 2 to be a last man standing match, and stage 3 would be an I Quit match. I have Randy win the first fall, Triple H win the second fall, and Triple H win the third fall to end the rivalry. That's it.
All right.
Your turn.
So I didn't write anything down, so I'm just going to do this off the cuff because he distracted me on the phone last night. Anyways, let me take you back all the way to SummerSlam 2004. The day that Randy Orton became the youngest World Heavyweight Champion in WWE history. The day he was betrayed by Evolution and the day the seeds of hatred for Triple H were planted inside of him. Fast forward, January 2009, Royal Rumble. Legacy had already been formed and was probably a faction for months by this point.
Yeah.
That was no surprise. It was down to 4. All 3 members of Legacy and Triple H.
Not good odds.
Legacy tries to gang up on Triple H, but then Triple H does that thing that all superheroes do, where they just burst out of the assault just by moving their arms out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes out DiBiase with ease. Rhodes, not so much. Rhodes puts up a fight until he gets hit by a pedigree and clotheslined over the top rope. Randy, who had gone outside the ring, I don't know why I'm having him do this, but fuck it. Steel chair in hand, has the steel chair go in between Triple H's legs.
Ow! Fuck!
Then
Ow.
RKO on the steel chair, and bye-bye
Bye-bye.
Triple H. Randy Orton wins the 2009 Royal Rumble. He makes it clear the next night on Raw that if Triple H happens to win his Elimination Chamber match, he will see him at WrestleMania. You brought me in, Triple H, to be the future of this company. Well, the future is coming fast. And an old dinosaur like you needs to be put out to pasture like oldie. I'm gonna destroy your legacy because you either adapt or perish. That's just the way it is. Randy Orton says, speaking of people who need to adapt, your father-in-law, a bit past his... Maybe we show him what happens when you have your head up your ass. That night, Vince is just walking down the corridor. DiBiase and Rhodes are coming out of somewhere in front of him. Vince turns around. Randy is behind him. They jump him and bring him out to the ring. They dismantle Vince in the ring. At one point, Randy orders DiBiase or Rhodes, one of the two, to get a steel chair for him.
You would think it'd be a slip.
DiBiase, being the only one in WWE currently, the only one who in current times is not employed by WWE, obliges because why the hell not? He gets a chair, hands it to Randy. Randy opens the steel chair and puts it around Vince's neck. He then grabs Vince by the hair in a front headlock and stands him up. He then turns his hands around so that his right arm is around Vince's neck and they are sort of locked on top of his head. Randy then KO. Then Randy removes the steel chair and gets that look in his eyes. If you've ever heard Michael Cole commentate a Randy Orton match, Randy always gets this or even in more recent years when you think about it.
Fair
Not
point.
recently because Randy's on the show. But he gets this look in his eyes where they look dead pretty much. Like he backs up into the corner on the opposite side of the ring from Vince. And he just stands there glaring at him. Vince is probably coughing up blood or something. Randy doesn't give a fuck. Legacy is keeping WWE trainers at bay because those guys are practically useless when it comes to assaults in the ring.
True.
Randy starts charging up as Vince starts to regain mobility.
Somehow.
He gets on all fours. Randy runs, knocks him in the head into the turnbuckle post.
Damn!
Because I did mention he was in the corner, right?
Yep. So
and
the
after
punch.
Randy could have hurt his foot on the metal ring inside the turnbuckle. Anyways, after that, Shane runs out. Without even looking, Randy just hits an RKO on him. Shane rolls out of the ring to avoid further assault. Triple H comes out with his rusty trusty sledgehammer, and that's when Legacy gets out dodged because they know what Triple H can do with that thing.
Okay.
Anyways, it's announced next week that Vince is not going to be able to show up on show for a while. Which, if this happened in recent times, means it'd probably be a good show for a while.
Yeah.
But anyways, Triple H says, you know what? Fuck me defending my title in the Elimination Chamber. And John, you better not censor that. I'm gonna find 2 guys who I can trust, and I'll see your asses at Elimination Chamber. And we're gonna do something really traditional for this thing. No. Tornado Tag Elimination Chamber. The Raw GM immediately denies Triple H's request. Because it's Vicky Guerrero and she's a bitch.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And qualifying matches happen. 2 of the people that happen to qualify are DiBiase and Rhodes. The other 3, the other 2, 3 that qualify. Dolph Ziggler, The Big Show, even though he's enrolled in that Edge, Vicky Guerrero love triangle thing. And the last one, I'm just gonna throw Chavo Guerrero in there. Anyways,
okay.
It starts out with Triple H and Chavo. Before the 4th Chavo's already eliminated. Then 4th enters. Triple H gets rid of them pretty easily.
Okay.
So the final 2 people in pods, if my math is correct, are DiBiase and Rhodes.
Okay.
The 5th entrance is Cody Rhodes. Not wanting to face Triple H's wrath, immediately climbs up the chamber wall and on top of a pod.
That doesn't do shit, does it?
Yeah, Triple H climbs the turnbuckles grabs the top of the pod and hops up. Cody is again on the chamber wall, just
Running.
crawling to another pod. Triple H looks and sees he's on top of DiBiase's pod. And as we learned from later chambers, the roof of the pods are very flimsy because they're just chain linked. And Triple H goes to beat up DiBiase. I don't know why I'm making DiBiase a little bitch in this. I legitimately have no idea. Anyways, DiBiase finally gets out there, and he gets out there as fast as he can. Rhodes then climbs down from the pod he was on, and they start double teaming Triple H. Triple H eventually somehow gets Cody Rhodes caught up in the chamber wall because, I don't know, I'm just throwing logic to the wind here, and eliminates DiBiase. He turns to Cody. He is visibly shaking with fury. And he retains after beating the crap out of Cody Rhodes, who, keep in mind, was eliminated right before Triple H. Maybe that's why, who knows, who cares. I don't even know why Triple H was in the Rumble. Anyways, so the match is set. Main event of WrestleMania 25. Triple H versus Randy Orton. Randy and Legacy then set their sights on Shane, who hasn't been seen in a few weeks. Randy and Shane are set for a no-holds-barred match that very night on Raw, where if Shane wins, Legacy will be barred from ringside at WrestleMania. But if Randy wins, Legacy can do whatever they want at ringside.
Okay.
And Randy immediately jumps Shane with Legacy at the start of the match. Because chicken shit heels are gonna chicken shit heel.
Yes.
And they decide lightning's gonna strike twice. Except Shane decides to get a ladder and stop that immediately. And hell, maybe he puts Rhodes and DiBiase through the announce table because he's Shane McMahon. I don't know why we're doing this shit. Anyways, Randy then, with Shane's brother-in-law favorite weapons, again goes in between the legs. I hope Shane wasn't planning on having more children. Oh, and then clappers him on the head.
Okay.
Anyways, Randy then grabs Shane and wedges him under the bottom turnbuckle. He runs to the other turnbuckle, accidentally hops up on the bottom one, drops down, run back, boom, punt, run to the ring post again, drag his corpse into the ring. 1, 2, 3. Legacy will be available to be at ringside. And the next week on Raw, you know what's gonna happen. Triple H is like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll be at a disadvantage. So what? I have my trusty sledgehammer. And then Legacy attacks him. They put handcuffs and cuff his left arm to the ring post, to the rope, I mean. They and Triple H is like, oh crap. Because Randy has a sledgehammer. And for once, he's actually not going to go in between the legs. Because
Ugh.
I don't know why I'm making Randy have that sort of fetish.
Okay, continue.
He sort of like measured up Triple H's head and goes swing the sledgehammer like a baseball bat.
Oh fuck.
Stephanie runs out. And Randy gets a idea. A devilishly evil idea.
Okay.
One, I'm not sure his wife liked it that much because, let's face it, Stephanie was kind of hot at this point. Stephanie, this is not a situation she should concern herself with. And drops down. DiBiase and Rose are behind her. If you guys aren't getting what I'm gonna do here,
You're not a
then
wrestler.
you clearly didn't watch Raw in 2009. Admittedly, neither did I because I became a fan of on the road to WrestleMania, but my dad wouldn't take us to Hooters, so.
Alright, anyway.
Come on. Anyways, yeah. Randy grabs her in a face lock, drags her feet out to it's literally on her tiptoes, and she's just staying there. He barks at DiBiase to slide a chair into the ring because why not make this more brutal? Randy went to where it about parallel to Stephanie's face. Spike DDT. Then, he kisses her, grabs the sledgehammer, first Stephanie with it, and then takes it against Triple H's face.
Okay.
And then we go through the stuff of Triple H breaking into Randy's house, which clearly wasn't his house. How many bitches did Randy have in that place that night?
What the?
Like, seriously, he had multiple women there. Like, you can see it on Raw. I don't know why I called them bitches, but, Triple H just immediately paid. Triple H is probably loaded at this point. And they go back the loses, just count out or disqualify, he loses, and he won't be able to until Randy loses it. So the deck is stacked against Triple H. Not only can he not get counted out or disqualified, it's like, distract him. Then after weeks of back and forth, and Randy trying to actually make it to where Triple H can't get to WrestleMania so he can win via force. We get to WrestleMania 25. And before he enters the obvious Triple H and
What?
Undertaker go on, and Triple H just thinks, God damn, we have to follow that? Well, fuck, we're gonna be let down of the night. Even though we're all of all them was Edge versus John Cena versus Big Show. Which is not important.
Okay.
Anyways, I just realized I forgot to mention the final Raw before Mania was that McMahon Legacy Brawl.
Right. Okay.
And we get to the main event of the evening. He walks out, and then Triple H walks out. I'm pretty sure the promo package events had an excerpt from 3 days grace, just like you, the part that's about you. And the match, it goes crazy. And referee gets knocked out in crucial point of match. And long story short, DiBiase runs with us. And Randy goes for a chance. Triple H decides, fuck someone, I'm gonna seem like a stone wall. He no sells, which irritates Randy. Randy goes to hit, goes for a night, attempts to hit Triple H. Triple H grabs the chair with Randy, smashes it, then sees the referee starting to stir, and pulls an Eddie Guerrero, slams the chair on the mat, throws it to Randy, falls down. The referee, being an idiot, thinks, oh, Randy just hit Triple H. He is disqualified. Please don't. And the ref's like, look, as long as actually, I don't like the match continue. Pedigree made it. Underhook stands back up. Another pedigree still holds on, stands back up. Other pedigree 1, 2, 3. Triple H retains WrestleMania, ends with pyrotechnics and all that jazz. And since Triple H retained, Randy can still challenge for the title. I just rethought that and make it a given to GM. Ready to continue to challenge. The next match that they have is,
which would be a backlash.
Yeah, is a backlash. This match is a I quit match. Because why the hell not?
Okay.
And it would actually be here where I have Batista return. What? I don't know.
Okay.
And Batista, even though he's also had his differences with Triple H, helps Triple H retain the title for no reason other than I want revenge.
Okay.
Dear God, this podcast is going to be long. We've been going at it for 38 minutes.
Yeah.
The final match will be Great American Bash. I just realized how funny that is, considering what their topic is.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a 6-man tag for the title, right?
Nope. That was in real life. This was a 3 stages of hell.
All right, 3 stages of hell. I would have the first one be a last man standing.
Okay. Number
The
2.
second one be hell in a cell.
Which again, I'm honestly surprised the rivalry never had a Hell in a Cell.
And the final one, if they aren't already, a first blood. And the winner of the falls goes like this. Randy Orton for fall 1. Triple H for fall 2, since he was the master of Hell in a Cells until Batista beat him in a Hell in a Cell match.
Yep.
Look it up. It happened. Triple H had a streak until he fought Batista.
Yep. Anyway.
So that comes down to the final match. WWE being PG. Honestly, you probably hope this didn't come to this because sponsors be like, why are you showing blood? This isn't PG. And they go to town on each other.
Okay.
And the final fall, at least to my knowledge, he won. You know what? I'm going to give it to Triple H.
Okay.
He made Randy bleed and
retained it.
And retain their title, and then they finally go their separate ways.
All right.
And we'll be right back with topic number 2. And we are back with topic number 2. What the hell is a tribal combat match?
I have no idea.
I feel like the answer should be obvious, like no disqualification or something.
You know, when I heard about them doing this, when I saw on SmackDown that they would be doing a tribal combat match, I thought that it would be taking some of the worst stuff from some of the most brutal matches in WWE and just combining it. I mean, like, hell, they did a Hell in the Cell I Quit match in this rivalry. I thought that they would at least be I mean, I thought that, you know, like, shit, they would do, like, I don't know. I thought that they would take, like, a Hell in the Cell last man standing match, or like a last man standing I Quit. I don't know, some really violent shit.
A last man standing I quit doesn't make any sense because you would either have to say I quit or you would have to not stand up for a count of 10.
Okay, fair enough. What do you think?
See, what I'm thinking is it's more like a Samoan strap match.
Oh.
And obviously probably like the night before SummerSlam, they're gonna like tell us what a tribal combat match is.
I hope so.
Or maybe we're overthinking this and Jay just says tribal combat because they're both part of the Anoa'i family. That certainly could be it.
Yeah, that is true. Now, my question regarding this match is, because I'm very aware that this match, I don't know, maybe this match is just as simple as a no disqualification match, or no holds barred match, or like an Extreme Rules match, or is this a fancy way of saying street fight? Like, what the?
I don't know, man. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
I thought, whatever this match is, we all know maybe it's just as simple as I don't know, as a maybe it's just as simple as like a last man standing. I really don't know, like because I don't want to go into this match and for them to like hell. If they even like, I know this match is official, but because it is, I don't really. I just hope that they have these that they explain what it is, because if you do the match, you don't explain it. It's just kind of stupid.
Is it actually being billed as a tribal rules match?
Yeah, tribal combat match. Yes.
Tribal combat, whatever.
Yeah, that's what it's being built as.
Isn't that basically like whoever wins is the tribal chief and Sika puts the lei around your neck?
Yeah, and I think it's. I just want to say that although I am very intrigued to see where this, and the question I gotta ask is this the end of the rivalry?
I doubt it. Just like people are thinking Roman's gonna go to Hollywood and leave WWE and stuff like that. Why would someone with as big an why would someone with as big an ego as the character Roman Reigns leave WWE when he is on top of the company?
Yeah, it has been for the past 3 damn years.
Yeah, it'll literally be 3 in like 2 months.
No, next month, in fact.
He did not win the title at SummerSlam. But, oh, right, I guess you are right, because they did that stupid thing where Payback was literally a week after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's true. Like,
Weird.
we've talked in the past about bad build-up. The Payback 20, I want to say
2020.
2020. Yeah, that
Yeah.
had no build-up.
None. I was like, oh yeah, by the way, anyway, but back on topic. Whatever this tribal combat match is, I mean, what honestly you think it is? What do you think?
I legitimately have no idea, and that's why I haven't tried to simulate it on the video games.
Yeah, because if you're gonna do some sort of gimmicky kind of, because well, yes, I get it's great because they're both part of the Samoan dynasty. I also question Jay's decision for making this like this kind of match, because isn't it that normally people that come up with this stipulation match normally lose said stipulation matches that come up with their gimmick?
Yeah, like if we had Jay on the podcast, my first question would be, what is a tribal combat match?
Yeah, I'd be like, and my question would be, are you sure it's a good idea to create a match? Well, yes, I am aware that you are the first guy to pin Roman Reigns, but normally the people that have created matches lose said match.
Yeah.
But, because, well, I just want to say, this is, whatever the match is, we all know it's going to be absolutely fucking amazing and cinematic as hell. From considering every other match that has been involved in the Bloodline this year, we know it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it, and it will probably be another match of the year.
All right, the timer went off. Hopefully, we find out next Friday what a tribal combat match is. But for now, Travis is gonna pull up a match card for the Great American Bash this coming Sunday, and we're gonna predict the
Prediction.
the Premium Live event, obviously, in our final topic. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the third and final topic. It is a prediction battle for the NXT Great American Bash, which this time is not a TV pay-per-view. It is an actual pay-per-view. Bless you.
I'm keeping that sneeze in there. Anyway,
Alright.
before we get into it, do you want me to explain
Punishment.
the punishment since I came up with it?
Yeah, it's honestly a bit ridiculous, but
I'm probably gonna regret doing this, even though I have the get out of punishment free card.
yeah.
The loser will have to do an entire episode after the SummerSlam prediction battle, since that'll be next week. The episode after the results of SummerSlam will have to do a Hulk Hogan for the entire episode.
Okay. You ready to go through the match card?
Yep. I have the table pulled up.
Okay. The first, you know what? For once, I'm just gonna go in order that I see.
Okay.
For once, okay. The first match is an 8-person match, and it is Dragon Lee, Nathan Frazier, and Valkyrie, and
Lyra
Frost
Valkyrie and
versus sorry, there's some names like just Ethan Lynn or something, and Bernard Frost. That's what it says here. Versus Noam Dar's people.
who? Okay.
Who do you got?
I'm gonna go Dragon Lee and Company. That's what I'm calling them since I don't know all the names.
I'll send you what this is after.
Please do.
Okay. The next match.
What's the name of Noam Dar's group?
I don't really know if there is one. I think it's called like the Lash. I think it's called I don't know if they have a name, honestly.
I think they do.
Anyway.
Noam
Yeah.
Dar and so.
Anyway, the next match is a triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. Introducing the champion, representing the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
Which, hey, I mean, I didn't even watch that episode and I was surprised by that. But anyway, it's Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley in his corner, of course, versus the former champion Wesley and Mustafa Ali in a triple threat match.
The
What do you
fact
got?
that Dominic had to go to developmental to win his first singles championship is laughable.
Why?
Because he has to beat people, he's fought and beat people that have been doing this for double digits. And he had to go to people that were signed by the in recent years to get a singles championship.
Okay, anyway, who do you got for this thing?
It's a triple threat, right?
Yep.
You know what? Normally I would go with someone like Wes Lee. And I'm still going to. I'm just not going to go with the Wes. Sorry, Wesley. I'm going with the former leader of Retribution, Mustafa Ali.
All right, and I am going with Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio, or I'm going with Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, please never refer to him by his nickname again.
Dom Dom?
No, Dirty Dom. It makes you sound like a porn star.
Okay, the next match is a submission match for the NXT Women's Championship. It is Tiffany Stratton versus Thea Hale like I said, in a submission match. And keep in mind, if Thea Hale wins, she will be the youngest champion, period.
Yeah.
So who do you got? The champion or the challenger?
I'm going to use Resident Lunatic because that chick is crazy. Like, you've seen how she acts on TV.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have history. No disrespect to Tiffany Stratton. I think we're about to have the youngest women's champion in WWE history. Give me Thea Hale.
All right, and I'll go with Tiffany. Actually, you know what? Let's see here. All right. The next match is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. You got, with all the shit that's been going on for this, you got Gallus versus the D'Angelo family. For the tag team titles.
Yeah. So normally I don't support the Mafia, like in general. But I'm going with the Donna and Channing. Or whatever the fuck his name is.
And I'll go with Gallus. So the next match is a pro wrestling debut match. Not just a WWE NXT debut, a fucking pro wrestling debut match.
Yep.
We got the Olympic gold medalist, and no, I'm not talking about Kurt Angle.
Yeah, he's already appeared in NXT.
We got Gable Stevenson versus Baron Corbin. And I am going to choose Gable Stevenson.
Damn it. It's only fair. Is last month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gable got Corbin pissed on NXT.
Yeah. Okay. The next match is a Weapons Wild match.
Why do they have all these different ways of saying no disqualification?
I don't know. And what it is Roxanne Perez versus Blair Davenport.
Give me Roxanne.
All right.
She
I'll go
wants
Damage.
payback, and payback is gonna be hell.
Alright, and the main event. Which, by the way, there are only 7 matches for this thing.
Yeah, I'm still typing out the stuff for match 6.
Okay, anyway. The main event is as follows. It is the champion, Carmelo Hayes versus, with Trick Williams in his corner, versus the man that he loves enduring pain, the man who dethroned Gunther to win the NXT United Kingdom Championship, Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
I think this, with how good Carmelo Hayes is, and with how good Ilya Dragunov is, who knows what the hell's gonna happen.
I mean, I will say, if the rumors about Ilya joining Imperium are true, then boy, you know we're gonna have a banger.
Oh yeah!
But no matter how much I want Carmelo to go up to the main roster,
Although he
I
did
think
appear on
he's still-
SmackDown this past Friday, which was kind of
only
interesting.
because it was in Orlando, right?
Maybe. I'm not sure, honestly. But anyway, continue.
No matter how much I want Carmelo to be full-time main roster, I think he still has more to do in NXT. I think Carmelo Hayes will retain the championship.
I think Ilya Dragunov, I'm going to pick Ilya Dragunov, but I also think that it's going to take a lot for Carmelo Hayes to retain his championship.
Oh, for sure.
All
Like you
right.
said, he dethroned Gunther.
Well, at the time, Walter.
Whatever. Gunther recently reported he's never going back to the name Walter.
Yeah, oh, okay, all right. That's it. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, roll that outro. Thank you for listening to At Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit,
And the Executioner.
edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis121, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.